Here we have for sale our 2020 on a 70 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T6.1, so the facelifted 6th generation of the Volkswagen Transporter. It's the T32, meaning that this has got a 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight, which is very important for any business users watching this video, and I'll tell you why a bit later on. This is the short wheelbase Highline Kombi. It's got the 2-litre TDI diesel engine producing 150 PS, roughly 150 brake horsepower, accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox finished in the fantastic cherry red. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Volkswagen Transporter Highline Kombi of this age. We'll also talk you through the bits which have been added to this particular example to further enhance it, and also talk you through the previous ownership, service history, etc., seeing as it is currently available for sale here at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, this one is of course spec'd with a rear glazed tailgate. So a tailgate is one door which opens up like so, and glazed of course meaning it has got the rear glass coming from factory. With the rear glass it is heated, and it does give you a rear wiper as well. The first thing to note then, which has been added, is the lovely rear spoiler there, and that ties in really nicely with other bits of styling such as the roof bars, the side bars, the wheels, of course they're looking down the side. Also what has been changed is the rear badge for a nice gloss black badge, and that again is all there to tie in with the badges on the front of the vehicle. Looking further down then, on a Highline you get a number of elements which come colour coded. That includes the bumpers, the mirrors, the door handles, and you also get parking sensors as well. So you can see they're neatly integrated into that colour coded rear bumper. You have got the rear parking sensors just there as well. In terms of condition, there's not a tremendous amount of fault actually here at the rear of the van. Having a look at the paintwork there's a beautiful gloss to the paintwork. I say not a tremendous amount of fault. If we open up the tailgate then, we can start to have a look inside the rear of the van. Just while I'm there as well, you can see that this one has got a reversing camera, which wouldn't come as standard on a Highline, so lovely to see that feature there. Looking in the back of the van then, this is as they come from factory, with these panels here to protect the van from any outward dents. And of course the exposed wheel arches is all exactly as you'd see it from factory, and this is the correct placement of the toolkit as well. This leaves a lovely blank canvas to do really what you want with the van. You could of course leave it like this is offering protection, but you can really take it further than that if you want to. If you wanted to insulate it, carpet it, a really nice blank canvas, you can see exactly what you're working with there. On the floor then, this is the floor that comes in the Kombis, and you can see there it's a nice soft touch rubber flooring, which is great. It's easy to keep clean, and you can see there's also plenty of tie down points in the back of the van as well to tie down any cargo. Of course, being a Kombi, it has a second row of seats, so this has got the 3-seater bench seat, which is removable, and it's easier for me to show you while we're back here. So these two tabs just there, we give them a pull, and that actually releases the seat from the quick release fixings at the bottom, and that then allows you to completely remove it from the van. This little tab just there, if you give that a pull, that actually allows you to fold the seat down in half. Now if you head over to our full advert for this vehicle, if you haven't seen it already, at the end of this video you'll see I've taken a picture of it in that folded position, so you can see just how flat it goes. In terms of condition, there are some marks to the back of these seats. Of course, very common to see that, of course, where items will have been loaded in here at some point. You can see there are a couple of little marks and scags to the back of the seat. Of course, not affecting it, how it actually works in any way, but of course worth pointing that out. We like to be as transparent as we possibly can. Looking inside the rear of the tailgate then, lovely condition to this panel, and this is the grab handle here to be able to shut the tailgate. I get asked a lot about this switch. That is to be able to actually release the tailgate from the inside. So give that a pull, and there we go. Moving then swiftly down the driver's side of the vehicle, and this is where we can start to have a look down the side here, looking for any dents or scratches or anything like that. To be fair, it is looking really clean and tidy. I think to my eye, I think this sort of area here might have been painted at some point in its life. It's certainly not an unsatisfactory repair, but as I say, if there's anything I can see, I'd I like to point it out. In fact, I'm not even 100% sure if that is the case, but as possibly the smallest little sort of ripple here. But that is being very, very fussy. But all in all, as I'm sure you can see, looking very, very presentable indeed. We've got the roof bars, the side bars there, and of course these fantastic alloy wheels. So we've got a nice set of caliber 20-inch gloss black alloy wheels. These were on the van when it came into us. You can see there's reasonable tread depth on here. They're not brand new tyres, but reasonable tread depth all round. You can see on the front as well, pretty good there on the front. You will find the odd tiny little mark, I would imagine. Say for instance, you can see these centre caps there. They're not, of course, brand new, but generally speaking, the wheels are in really, really nice order. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside the cab here. So looking at the driver's step, the floor, the driver's seat, it's all in really good order there. Twin, of course, adjustable armrests come as standard when you get the twin captain seats like this. So you can use this roller here to set that to your desired height, which is really, really nice. I love having the twin armrests. I think you can get in a really nice comfortable position for longer journeys, and as I say, having the single passenger seat, you've got exactly the same adjustability there. So you've got backrest adjustability, height adjustability, and of course those armrests as well. So I think that's a really, really nice feature to have. Looking at the driver's door card then, that's in really good order there. No scratches particularly there. Well, a couple of tiny little ones here, but not anything to write home about there. Electric windows, electric heated folding mirrors, and that's how those operate there, by putting it to the folding position, and then they fold up, and then if you put it back to the original position, they will fold back down like so. Auto activated lights and auto activated wipers come as standard on the Highline. 2 full remote keys with this particular vehicle. Nice leather flat bottom steering wheel on the left hand side. Then you've got your adaptive cruise control just there. Underneath that you've got your volume for the radio, and on the right hand side you've got your onboard computer controls, and you can control, as I say, everything going on there in front of you. You can skip to the next track as well if you want to, or change the radio station. Looking at the mileage, 23,630 miles. You can see it's all idling correctly, no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. A T6.1 Highline then does come as standard with this screen that you see in front of us here now. And one of the key features is when you press the app button, you are presented with this screen, and as you can see there, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto comes completely as standard, which is a major feature on these. You can plug your phone in there via a USB-C cable, and then as standard, as I say, you've got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so you can use things like your Apple Maps, Google Maps, all completely through the screen. Of course, listen to music, podcasts, as easy as you like. Putting it back onto the radio station here then, if you click on the band there at the bottom, you can see you've got DAB radio, and of course you can just connect your phone to this via Bluetooth as well. If I put the vehicle into reverse, you can see that's where your reversing camera is displayed as well, and you've also got a parking sensor front and rear display also. 6-speed manual gearbox to go along with that 150 PS engine. So you need to have at least a 150 PS engine from factory to get the 6-speed manual gearbox. If you get one which has got the 110 PS engine, which was the lower brake horsepower in this particular model, it will only come with a 5-speed gearbox. So that is something to seriously consider when you're viewing these vans. Air conditioning comes as standard, as does a heated windscreen on the left hand side. Then these 2 buttons here toggle the start, stop, and your parking sensors. A nice little 12-volt socket down there, but as I say, all in all, in beautiful condition inside. Up on top of the dashboard then we've got the original leather wallet there with all the handbooks. Now we did mention about the previous ownership, so this, as I say, is one owner from new. This particular vehicle is owned by a company from brand new. We have evidence of previous Volkswagen service history, so it was serviced in 2022 with a Volkswagen dealer, and this van was actually part of a service plan, so there is a remaining Volkswagen service yet to be redeemed. I believe it's due an oil service in about 4,000 miles, and that will be as part of its its Volkswagen service plan. So lovely to see that there. looking at the front of the vehicle then, not quite standard here, and I think this just looks absolutely stunning. So the big change here is all of the grills on the front have been changed for gloss black, as the front badge has done as well. And I think against the cherry red, I think it sets it off so nicely. I think it's a stunning looking van. And the gloss black of the grills ties in really well with the gloss black of the wheels, the bars. I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So as standard, these would be an unpainted plastic, but that's a really nice upgrade there. You've also got a nice lower gloss black front splitter as well. In terms of condition here at the front, it looks absolutely gorgeous, if I'm honest. A couple of stone chips and marks and touch-ins just here to the bonnet. Just point out a few that I can see, only very minor, as to be expected with this mileage. And then finally here, looking down the passenger side, that looks as straight as you like down the passenger side. Very clean and tidy there. Finally then, let's open up. I know we're getting on for 11 minutes in this video, but I appreciate your patience sticking around to this point in the video. Opening up the side loading door, that then offers up the fantastic Kombi rear seat. So as I say, this is a 3-seater bench. You've got ISOFIX compatibility on the 2 outer seats, and as you can see there, beautiful condition there inside the back. Lovely condition of the floor. A couple of little marks here just to the plastic of the step, but all in all, very presentable. And if we open up the passenger door, lovely condition inside here, passenger seat, floor, dashboard. A couple of tiny little marks here to the plastic of the dashboard, but an absolutely gorgeous van. So just to summarize then, this is a one owner from new Volkswagen Transporter T32. Now just before I go, I know I'm keeping you a long time here, but T32 is very important because this vehicle is still absolutely classed as a commercial vehicle. So if you're planning on putting this vehicle through your business, the taxman can't come after you and say that you're running a car as your company vehicle. They're not going to be chasing you for sort of company car tax. Of course, speak to your accountant about that, but the T32 is absolutely crucial in Kombi vans like this. So it's a one owner from new T32 Highline Kombi, 150 PS engine, finished in cherry red. Fantastic styling package on this with all the gloss black front grills, splitter, wheels, sidebars, roof bars, rear spoiler, and then interior wise, all the usual Highline spec. Fantastic condition in the back. Previous Volkswagen service, plus one left to be redeemed in around 4,000 miles. If you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen it already, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find the price, the photography, and the description of this vehicle, and of course, along with all of the others that we have currently got in stock. This is the sort of van that we specialize in. We do stock lots of these sorts of vans. If you would like to contact us, feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom of the sign. And of course, there's a number of ways you can contact us via the website as well. We can take cars or vans in part exchange. We can offer finance at very competitive rates for limited companies or for private individuals. And we can also deliver our vehicles nationwide as well. Thank you very much for watching.